Hello, 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 everybody. If you can hear me, please confirm. Please confirm. I can't hear myself. Please tell me you can hear me, y'all. No. Hold on, we just getting some last minute things. We are live from Social Music House, y'all. Let me know you can hear me. Hey, Blue. So today we have, first of all, it's Cinco de Mayo.
It's Cinco de Mayo!
Can you hear me?
It's a reason for the season, y'all. It's Cinco de Mayo. Fuck that patrol.
We're supposed to be drinking tequila. She got Hennessy.
It's always about that Hennessy.
Hold on 1 second, y'all.
All right. Yo, my hair looks wild.
Can I hear you? Hello, hello. Let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me on Instagram? Can you hear us on? Oh, my mom is like, girl, I hear you loud and clear. Thank God, because I wasn't sure. Thank you, Mom. No, I cannot hear myself. That's a problem for me. So, like I said, it is Cinco de Mayo, y'all. So we here with our sombreros. And she insisted. My girl Mo was like, listen, it's Cinco de Mayo. We got to make this shit shake. So we just letting some people join tonight. We have a dope show. We're going to be talking to Madi G, the credit queen. We're going to talk about how vital it is to have a good financial profile as a coming up entrepreneur and artist. Because artists don't think that they need good credit. They don't think that they need good credit. So with that being said, we're going to teach them why they need good credit. They're already in the backstage waiting for us. We got Miss Mikey also that got some tea for us. We got a lot of talk about how we met, what he got going on, what kind of shit going on in these streets. Okay, period. So we're going to be talking about all of that. And as usual, we're going to be keeping you guys in the loop with artists, new music, and events that's going to be going on that can help everyone. So first and foremost, we're going to celebrate Cinco de Mayo.
Oh. I'm ready. Look, I'll be in downtown Cape Coral. Y'all ready?
I'm confused. Is this supposed to be? She got bees. I thought that was for like Mardi Gras.
It said Fiesta on the package. I think it's okay.
Let me see. You can hear yourself?
No, I can't hear myself, but I hope y'all can hear me.
I just want to shout out my son G, who is here backstage dealing with all the stuff technical that we really don't want to deal with, but we're in a new studio today. Shout out to Social Music House for hosting us tonight. Last minute, I really appreciate you. And G, you want to come out and say hello real quick? Y'all don't know, he got on a sombrero too.
No, he put in though.
Appreciating his roots. So real quick, I just want to shout out my son G. First on IG, G. Say what's up. Hello. We here trying to just help the youth find what they good at so they can stay out of trouble. This is my son, y'all. He's helping us in the background with all the good stuff that's technical. So if you can't hear us, let us know. Because we can't be getting up and disrupting the conversation, to help to kind of fix this. So I got another man on board. And who's best at my son? So here we go. So I think first things first. Oh, you know what I got to do?
Bring in the Fiesta.
She just worried about drinking. We're supposed to be drinking tequila. She brought the Hennessy. Something's just not adding up. I'm carrying the one. It's not working out.
1 + 1 = 3, y'all.
I'm going to grab our episode outline real quick. Keep them occupied.
I got you. All right, y'all. So today, this broadcast is brought to you by Anything is Possible. Red Bulls, because these things need to give me some wings tonight. And Circle K Polar Pop, because if you know me, I always have a Polar Pop. And it's nothing but ice, y'all. I'm very, I'm well behaved.
Here we go. So,
all right.
First things first, we're going to be talking about a lot of things today, y'all. Thank you so much for your patience. I see we got a few people in here, so I just want to say hello to everyone who has joined us on this beautiful Thursday, Cinco de Mayo. We're going to be talking about a few things. Like I said earlier, if you weren't tuned in, I'm going to let you know now. We are going to be talking to Mary G about credit and financial stability. We're going to be talking to Miss Mikey about all types of shit. We're not even going to get into the details. Y'all just better tune in.
I needed more than tea. That's why I brought the Henny.
We're going to talk briefly about Roe versus Wade and how that is just going to turn the world upside down. We're going to highlight some new artists, and we're going to put you on to some events going on within the next week that we think you guys should participate in. So here we go. Here goes nothing. We're going to start with Mary G. My girl is just everything. You guys, if you have not had the pleasure of meeting Mary G, she likes to keep everyone in the loop on how easy it is to stay, I guess it's financially stable and to get ahead on your financial stability. She be dropping gems on her IG. Make sure you follow her. Here we go. We're going to bring her on into the live.
And like she will tell
you, girl.
My sister will tell you, if your credit start with a 4, 5, or a 6, you should be following Mighty G, the credit queen.
That's right. Be sure to follow her. Hey, girl, where you at? You at the club?
Hey, no, so I would not be at the club with a blazer, first of all. Is my background too loud, though? Because if I got to go outside, I will.
It is a little bit. It is.
It is? Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me step outside. Hold on. Let me go outside. Mm-hmm. Let me take
Hey, Mikey, give me a thumbs up if you want to join in. Whenever you want to join in, I can see you in backstage. So you just give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to jump you right on in here. Okay? No, I can't hear her that way.
All right, y'all didn't see that crazy face just now. Was that better, though?
That's better. Yeah. That's way better.
Look at all that sun on that beautiful skin.
Okay, look at that glow, sis.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Mary. I know you have an event that you're trying to do tonight, so I appreciate you taking a moment just to discuss with us briefly about what you have going on and how it could benefit entrepreneurs and upcoming artists. So first things first, I got questions, number one.
Okay. Let's go with the questions.
First and foremost, tell us all what it is exactly that you do. Who is Mary G?
So, Mari G, government name is Marissa Gonzalez, but I go by Mari G. I'm originally from New Jersey. I've been in Southwest Florida since 2004, and I've built my professional career pretty much here in the Southwest Florida area. Every time I try to leave, something happens that is kind of like a major move in business that causes me to stay. So I'm just not meant to leave Southwest Florida yet. But so I wear many different hats. I'm an HIV and AIDS advocate, sharing stories through my lived experience. I am the president for the Youth Services Coalition, so the baby's got a close place to my heart. But, the breadwinner of things and was getting the bills paid and helping me travel is my financial literacy consulting business.
Fantastic. That's a lot you got going on, girl.
Jack of all trades.
I never knew that you worked with the youth. I work with the youth a lot, too, so I'm totally going to connect with you on some things when it comes to that.
Yes. Let's do it.
So you campaign and you talk so much about financial literacy. Why is that important to pretty much everybody, but more so entrepreneurs and artists that may need some sort of, I guess, I want to say loan or some sort of help in the future with their career?
Absolutely. So, the reason that I really got into financial literacy was because I wanted to purchase a home. I'm about to be 33 this year. And I was like, you know what, let me put a plan together. And part of that plan was to purchase a home. So I connected with someone who I've known for several years, the husband of a friend. And he's a realtor. And he's like, you need to talk to a mortgage loan officer, first point, period. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't know anything about mortgage loan officer and all this other stuff. And she was just like, you need to fix your credit. And I'm like, okay, how do I do that? She's like, just go fix it. And I'm like, listen, I'm from Jersey. I'm Puerto Rican. Like, we didn't learn this.
Help me.
Right. And help me, like, for real. And unfortunately, there was no guidance. And it really made me sit back and think how many other people didn't get the education, don't have the knowledge. And I mean, even just thinking credit didn't come into existence until the 1950s. Like, I can't tell you when my parents were born because they'll kill me. They still say they're 21. But, like, that's not far behind. Like, that's not far before my parents were born. So, of course, anything new, you have to learn and educate yourself on. So credit is fairly new, I guess you can say. So a lot of people really don't know about it. And the first education comes in the home. So if the parents aren't teaching it, The school system's not teaching it, which shout out to our governor. He is doing something small, part of the mission. He did just pass a bill that they now will teach financial literacy in the schools, but it's a little piece, but we're starting somewhere. So that's
Right.
definitely one of my goals as well. But in relation to entrepreneurs, artists, like even just taking it back before that, like as an individual, if you want to purchase a home, if you want to purchase a vehicle and you don't want to pay crazy interest rates, you need good credit.
That's right.
But what I find is that I have to start with the basics with a lot of people because they don't even know the basics when it comes to credit. They don't know how credit is calculated. They don't know what the five core factors are that impact a credit score. People
Right.
don't know that one late payment can impact their score anywhere from 50 to 100 points.
And take you
So,
forever to pick it back up.
Right.
right,
Right.
exactly. So, you can, just like with weight, they say you could gain it overnight, but it takes forever to lose. With
Girl,
credit,
I know.
it it's
I
a
know.
process. It's a process. Trust me, I know, girl. But it's a process, and a lot of people want an immediate fix, and they don't realize, like, no, if you want to purchase a house, even by, like, let's say fall or the end of this year, your work needs to start now because
Absolutely.
on average, it can take anywhere from 60 to 90 days to repair credit. And that's the other thing. People don't realize that building credit and repairing credit are different. If you're
That's
someone
right.
who's never had a credit card, you need to build credit. If you have late payments and collection items, you need to restore your credit. So there's definitely a difference. But when you consider the aspect of an entrepreneur, of an artist, I think all of us have the goal of being able to have our personal information out of it and allow things to be paid through our business entities, our LLCs,
Right.
our all of these businesses. But you
So
really
many
have to
people
have
don't
good
know
credit.
that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Right. And it starts with your personal credit. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't want your personal credit tied to your business credit, but your personal credit has to be right to qualify for business credit.
Right, right. Especially in the beginning, I learned that the hard way. I
Right.
remember getting my EIN, girl, and I went straight to Sprint. And I told Sprint, I'm like, oh, here's my EIN number. They're like, we still need your social. I said, but for what? Because you don't have any business credit yet. So first, they
Right.
establish everything with your personal credit. So
Right.
many people don't know that they can turn their artistry and them being an artist into being a business.
Absolutely. You
But it
can
starts with the foundation of their personal credit.
personal. Right. Right.
So what is
Absolutely.
the overall aim? Where should we be at ideally?
I mean, ideally, if we're speaking just like a good average, a 650 is a good credit score. So credit score can go anywhere from 300 to eight, or not 300. Yeah, 300. Sorry, 300 to 850, right?
How about that? I've
So
seen a
I
3 on
had,
my page
I,
before.
yeah. I don't know why. I guess because I've never seen a 300 before. I had to
Right.
pause, and I'm like,
It
no, it is
ain't there no more, y'all, but I've
But
seen it. I've seen it. It
but
exists.
it exists, yes. So credit score goes from 300 to 850. So, for people to realize, even just at a 650, it's not great, but you have a better chance to qualify for things. A credit
Right.
card, a car, a mortgage. Like some people who want to buy a home, like you can't even get approved with a 650. And if you can, like the interest rates are crazy. So like
Right.
today I'm having an educational event, and one of the things that we teach is, let's just say, a house for 250,000. If you have a 560, let's just go with a little bit lower than the average. If you have a 560, after you pay interest, you're paying almost $1 million on a $250,000 house.
Make that shit make sense.
Then give me $1 million house, my
Interest,
guy.
Give
interest,
me $1 million house with zero interest. Okay?
Well, they just made me lose interest in the house.
I
Fuck.
can't.
Oh my
I
God,
can't.
girl! But those numbers
But
are
people don't
real. I
realize
worked in
that.
mortgages
But
for a
look,
long
now
time.
even apartment places are looking at your credit score before they even rent to you in
That's
certain
right.
places.
Well,
And it's like, how do you want me to make 3 times the rent? Like most of us make more than the people telling us we need 3 times the rent. Like to get in there. Like what the hell?
That's the truth.
period,
Like
period.
But
But
it's
here's the
based
other
all
thing.
on credit now.
It
credit
is
is
based all on
crazy.
credit. And even for
Absolutely.
renters, like, even if you don't want to buy a house, let's just say you don't want to be a homeowner, but you want to rent for the rest of your life. Like, even to get into the house, if you don't have good credit, you're paying a deposit on your light, you're paying a deposit on your water, you're paying an extra deposit to move into the house.
Right.
Like, it
First,
costs
last,
a
and
lot
security.
of money. Exactly.
Honestly,
it costs a lot
I
of
did
money.
the math. It could run you like $7,000 to $8,000 just to move into like a $1,500 house. They want like $5,000 just to move in.
Yeah.
And then all your moving stuff.
And then you got to put in the applications for background checks, and then if they want dogs, and it's like application fees. Nah, man.
If you had good credit, you can really use that same amount of money and buy a home.
Yeah. Or just not even pay the deposits. I have a business partner from Jersey who just moved down to Tampa within the last like 4 months or so. And shout out to him. He didn't have to pay any type of deposit because he used our program.
His credit's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So let's do the shameless plug.
You pay for having bad credit.
Oh, that's true. That's very true. Credit is based on the liability that you are to the bank. How much money they can make off of you for interest if you have bad credit, because they're going to try to get as much from you up front.
Hit you with that 29.6 API.
Or if you have good credit, they don't even bother giving you interest or that much interest because they know you good for it. So you're straight. Right. So, Mary, I know that you got to get out of here by 7:30. Let's do the shameless plug, boo. What are you doing tonight? Where can they find you?
Okay, so you guys can find me. Let me give you a view. Put it in visual. So I am at the Standard Restaurant at Pagefield Plaza. They have 3 locations, but you can find me here Thursday nights. Just good vibes, good food, and just sharing information. And
is that the one by Party City?
Mm-hmm.
This is the one by Party City.
I was just there. Yeah, go see Madi, y'all. It's right there.
And where can they contact you for help and credit repair and to start their process?
Facebook, social media, Instagram. I mean, I'm very, like, my business, 98% of it is run from my phone. So I offer free credit consultation. So if you have Credit Karma, all you got to do is click on your score, scroll about a third of the way down, and you're going to see 6 boxes. The first one is payment history. And on the left-hand side, you're going to see tabs, red, yellow, or green. Red, yellow. Yeah, red, yellow, green. Sorry, I don't know why I had to think about that. Guys, don't mind me today. But those 6 boxes I need to see to provide you with a free credit consultation, because everybody's like, oh, my score is this, my score is this. Your score doesn't tell me what's going on with your credit report. That's like you. Exactly. That's like if you wanted to go to the doctor and say, well, my head hurts or this hurts or whatever. They're going to send you for lab work. And they're going to test your blood to see what's going on, what's elevated, what's not, what's too low. It's the same thing with credit. Those factors is the health of your credit. So I always tell everybody, I offer a free consultation, and I get it. People don't want to talk about finances. People are embarrassed. Like, don't be embarrassed about this shit, because if you
embarrassed about not trying to fix that shit.
Like, if you continue to be prideful and not fix it now and address it now, when it's time to address it, it might be too late. And I mean, it's never too late to get started, but it could delay whatever it is that you got going on. So that's why I say, if you're trying to purchase a house, a car within the next few months or by the end of the year, the process needs to happen now. And it's a free consultation. So at the end of the day, you could tell me, Madi, F off. I don't want to pay you. Fine, I gave you a free consultation. You know what you need to do.
That's right.
But even still, like, it's very affordable.
Fine.
I'm trying to be serious right now. Okay.
I need a shirt. Plug Yomo Customs. I need a shirt.
That's what I'm talking about.
I will not beg you to fix your credit. You can't tell me because you know you need it.
That's right.
You are the horse that I will not lead to the water. Hey, but listen, like, seriously, if y'all could be in the club popping a bottle every weekend, like, you can hand over that $90 and get your credit fixed. $89.99, I think it was, right? Cheaper? Is it cheaper than that?
It's $89 a month if you need restoration. But I don't really like to talk prices because they might not need restoration. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why.
But even if it's that bad, but this is what I signed up for because I trust my friend, you know what I mean, to help me.
So you signed up with Madi?
You damn right.
Shout out. Okay.
All right, then.
We got a person here in the flesh. Okay, how was your experience, ma'am?
Well, I didn't listen, and I still got to mail my liquor, so.
Damn. A good example of disobedience and a bad example of results.
Listen,
if you want your credit to fix, you got to mail out the papers, people.
Period. There's a little bit of work on your part, but even if it's just needing a credit card, like my brother didn't have a credit card. He's older than me. I got him enrolled into a secured credit card, and here's a little bit of education. You can get a credit card that's not pulling your credit and impacting your credit in a negative way if you're worried about being denied. And you can get what's called a secured credit card and put a deposit that's your credit limit. And with us, as minimum as $10, you can start reporting a credit card. But with that process alone, his score, now please keep in mind, everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's results are going to be different. But just by adding that credit card, because he's never had one, his score went up 126 points, guys. Like,
exactly.
Damn, put him in a whole new bracket.
Yeah.
Okay.
We in there.
Listen,
put him in the good interest rate bracket.
So please, I'm not gonna beg you, but at least have a free consultation with me. It doesn't hurt to know what you need to do.
Y'all like
if
free.
It's free, it's for me.
Y'all put all y'all business on Facebook anyway. Might as well hit up Marty G, the credit queen.
Thank you.
Hey, listen.
Thank you so much, Marty. I know you have an event. Make sure you check her out. If you're out and about in the city, in Fort Myers today, hit her up. She is going to be at the Standard off of 41 by Party City, doing some information, giving some information, dope vibes, dope food. Make sure you check in with her. Follow her at Marty G Solutions. If you're on my Instagram, shoot on over to Facebook to the Connect Entertainment. You'll see all the cute stuff that I work so hard on that Instagram does not let me do.
You'll see Marty G's face. Yes.
So shoot on over to Facebook, the Connect Entertainment, so you can see all the graphics and whatnot and see who we're talking to. But Facebook is where it's at today since we are doing virtual interviews. So I don't mean to dry this out, but we're going to be playing music later and all that. So still tune in if you don't got a Facebook. I know a lot of y'all young people don't do Facebook. So thank you again, Marty. I appreciate you. Thank you. Enjoy your night. I hope it's a success.
Kill it, sis.
Kill it, sis. Good night.
And then another drop real quick.
Shameless plug.
So this is a little bit of a inside sneak peek because I haven't dropped this information yet. I'm actually hosting a pretty big event.
Oh, this is an exclusive.
Yes, exclusive for my Connect fam. So on May 28th, I'm going to be hosting a pretty big event where not only are we going to be sharing information about how to build and better your credit, how to organize and protect your finances, but also how you can earn an additional income. But I don't usually invite vendors to my event, but this is going to be a special event. It is in a gated community. We are off a golf course with a lake. Like, it's a whole vibe. And I am looking for vendors. So if you provide a service, hit me up and we'll connect and we'll get you signed up as a vendor if it makes sense. There is a charge, so I'm gonna put that out there. It's $100 vendor fee, but anytime I do my bigger events, there's anywhere from 75 to 100 people in the building. This one's gonna be a little bit bigger, which is why we're charging the vendor fee, because now we are paying for the space. I've got some top income earners.
More overhead, I hear you.
Listen, I got top income earners, top leaders, like people that are making moves coming from Tampa for this event. So this is definitely not an event you guys want to miss. But if you are looking for an opportunity to table whatever it is that you have, let's connect and let's see if we can make it happen for you.
Sounds good. I feel like you won't be there.
Oh, all right.
I want a table where I can interview people.
You know,
I have a table.
I was just gonna say we can set something up like that. Yes.
Okay. That's what we're doing, Mo.
It's a gated community. I have to be on my best behavior.
No Hennessy, Mo. No.
I got a flask. It's okay.
Listen,
That's the problem when a bitch walk around with a whole flask. You know it. We got an intervention.
Listen, I have to sign a contract, so you need to be on your best behavior.
I just said it's a gated community. I'll be on my best behavior.
Thank you again, Mary. Have a good time tonight. Good luck.
Bye. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco. Bye, guys.
Bye. That was Mary G, the credit queen, just putting us on, dropping some gems about what it is to have good credit, what it means, and where you should be, and how to get there quickly and efficiently. So I can't even complain. She had some good points.
For sure.
some of us do be lacking. We spend a lot of money on a lot of shit, but definitely not fixing or trying to create any credit. So if you need any other information about how to do that, make sure you follow her on Instagram at MaryG, and that's MARIG Solutions, and hit her up. She'll give you all the information. It's a free consultation. So we want to go into our guest interview tonight.
Okay.
We're going to be talking to my sis, yo. We go way back. You know you go way back when a nigga went to Mexico with you. We got stories and shit like that. But I'm going to bring Miss Mikey up in here. Miss Mikey, make sure you share this so that all your people can come on to Facebook and share their tea. Okay?
And if anybody knows who Miss Mikey is, y'all know this is going to be raw, uncut.
If you are on my Instagram, go on over to Facebook and go to the Connect Entertainment. We're live with visuals and all of that. You get to see Miss Mikey, his cute style. And we'll go. And we're going to talk a whole bunch of shit. So here we go. Miss Mikey, bringing to you.
Bring out Beyonce twin.
Period.
Bring out Beyonce twin. Yes.
Hi, ladies.
What's going on? How are you?
Still gay, still fine.
Yeah.
Period, okay? Thank you so much for coming on. We've been chatting this up for a bunch of, I think 3 months we've been talking about it, getting you on the show. You were dropping some stuff. So I'm like, when it finally dropped, I'm like, yeah, he's coming on.
A lot of people are excited to hear you.
So just in case y'all don't know, just in case, for those of you who do not know, me and Mikey go way, way back. What happened here?
I'm backstage. Oh, I was like, I went like, girl, we didn't even get into the tea yet. I mean, Facebook loves to put a bitch in jail. Well, first of all, music before the mess, period. But Facebook already likes to put a bitch like me in jail. So I was like, Lord, they got it.
She's in jail right now.
Look, I don't jump for like another 18 hours. Free me till I'm free.
Girl, we're here. Go ahead, Crystal. Go ahead.
So many of y'all do not know how far back we go. And when I tell you we go back to a reality show series that we were trying to do back in 2016. And that's how we connected ultimately. Through that reality show series. And we stood in connection all these years. No matter where he's ended up or I've ended up, we've always managed to connect all over again. We're going to get more into the whole to come up in a little bit. But, girl, I see you've been doing some things. My new jam is that more.
Oh, my gosh. No shade. I love that song as well. I wrote it probably in 2000, during the pandemic. So I want to say 2020, the summer 2020.
Wait, that just dropped.
I know.
Oh, my God. So it's been in the works.
I mean, my art is for me. I'm glad y'all like it. I have to like it first, though. No shade. So yeah, and the dude who's on it, Case Flow, he's like the future of something coming out of the South. He's from Tampa, and he's so dope. And when I write, I just hear certain voices. I'll hear my tone, I'll hear my flow, I'll hear the production. So when I played that, I was like, bro, I need you on the hook. Write it, do what you need, get these credits, get what you need from it. And bitch, we made it happen, and I'm glad it's doing well, and I'm glad my bitch is streaming it, period.
Hey!
No, so I'm excited about that. The other single I released, FIRB with J Boogie, he's a local here.
Yes, what does that, listen, girl, that shit make me get raunchy. So talk about what that means, FIRB. Because I'm going to say this shit.
It's something for the summer. It's something for the gays. You heard in the beginning, the dick suckers, the ass eaters, the clit rubbers. Again, it's Florida, so it's do the brown.
Why do I fall into that category too?
Look, live your life unapologetically, do it consensually and safely, period. So I did that this bitch, it's gonna be the summer, even though I got a man now, bitch, that's for bitch, enjoy outside, because I can't have cups.
I'm so happy you got a man.
Whoa, girl,
are you in love officially?
I am, but whoa, girl, you say like that. You say it like it's been a minute, girl. Don't rub it in, girl.
Oh.
But what it has been is I've never seen him come straight out and be like, I got a man.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Because
I had hoes, so it's no.
Okay, because but for him to, I got a man. Okay. I know that is right. I'm glad that you're happy and you found that.
So my question is, how's the relationship with you and that dog?
With me and who?
The dog.
The dog?
The dog.
Who's the dog?
Yeah. The pet.
The pit?
Which one?
The dog that you be fighting with on Facebook.
Oh, yes, he was saying how much he hates this dog, and the dog be in the bed. So he was talking about how he be at home with his man's house, and he has this pet, and the pet just be all up in their space, and he's just over it. So how is that going?
You see how it's going. I don't even think about that bitch. So like, girl, I only see it when I think about it. It's just like,
you know what?
I can't.
You and my wife would be totally okay with each other because she is the same way. She hates my pets, man. She's waiting for them to die. She just cannot wait. She just hates them. So I get it. I guess I kind of get it. I'm the other person in this situation for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but
so let's talk about. Go ahead.
No, when she was like, "Oh, the dog," I'm like, "Bitch, what dog?" So I thought it was like somebody I was throwing shade. Then she said Facebook. I was like, I haven't even got it. It's like, bitch, I'm not gonna like get into it too bad with a bitch whose city I don't stay in. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's no tea. But I mean, I always have to like pay homage to like where I grew up, who gave me.
Right.
Me and Marissa, we also go way back. Gulf Coast Leisure, they gave me my first stage. They gave me.
They gave a lot of people these first time. Mine too.
Exactly. So when they gave me that stage, that was an opportunity, humble brag, shameless plug. That was my first time to really connect to folks and see a standing ovation. Like, oh wow, y'all are not only like enjoying entertainment, y'all are enjoying the art.
Right.
You enjoying me is just the plus.
That is
and then from there, that really, just totally allowed me to take off as an artist, as an advocate, bringing awareness to HIV, stigma, prevention, how to go about it, modern day medicinal treatments. And it's amazing. And this year in December, it'll actually be 10 years of my own lived experience of date of diagnosis.
Wow. Right.
And you're still beautiful as ever.
Still fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
where's the stigma? Stigma where?
Yeah, I mean, I'm healthy, I'm undetectable, I'm unapologetic, and again, you'll hear that through my art. Like I said, that fucking right boy shit, that was like cool, that was cute, and something's gotta make, not everyone's gonna be like the deep shit, the poetry shit, but that's why I like released that, because it's like, okay, you're gonna hear something, but then when you dig, that's what's gonna make you stay.
Right. Okay, because that really is. I heard your new project, well not new, I wouldn't call it new, but it's called Only We Hold. Yes. And do that. I liked how you dispersed the music. It was like, I don't even know how to explain it. You're listening to it and you're like, oh yeah, I'm jamming to this shit, or you vibing with it. But then you're like, wait, this is poetry. Like you're really just digging in deep. So it's like, it's an awkward feel for me that I'm a music listener. And I'm like, I know this is poetry. Why is it such a vibe like this? Like I'm digging what you're talking about. You talk about so many different things in that project. One of my favorite things that you talk about is how mixed kids, go ahead and finish it, don't what?
Oh, mixed kids aren't affirmative action.
Thank you.
Okay. I love that line. I feel like that line says volumes. When you wrote that, what were you thinking in that moment? How did you want people to interpret that line specifically?
I mean, just the audacity and the thought, because of a lived experience of your child, gives you leeway to thinking that the cookout is the destination when really equity and liberation is. Like, oh, that's just another excuse of you wanting sympathy or someone to understand you as a white woman in this world. So, I have mixed kids. Okay, well now you're getting violent. Nobody gives a fuck. You,
Yes.
you know, not to speak of what how they're like. And how can I word that? Not to, as a white person, I just have to hold that sort of accountability. Like, lady, you have like, okay, your lived experience isn't going to be your children. So we're
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's worse, them being like that or people that, oh, I have black friends.
See, but like I am a mixed child, you know what I mean? And like I go through things like people like it's just crazy. So like what he's saying is very real.
Right.
But you know
real.
what I mean? It's like it's
very real.
And I think, and you know, as well, my sister has 5, you know,
beautiful.
Yeah. And them being mixed has nothing to do with them being beautiful. So, and that's another thing. Like, oh, a lot that was a thing that's like quite praised. Like, oh, I want to have, you know, mixed race kids. Oh, because they're gonna be so cute and gonna be bitch. You can be ugly. Any kind of, it doesn't discriminate. it does not exclude anybody, bitch. Being ugly is not racist. So, girl, you can try that if you want to. Try that if you want to.
But there's so many people that are, oh, your kids are cute, they're mixed.
That's why I didn't bring tea up. Because I love
right. And there will, and when I also wrote that, it's because like I know like when my nieces and nephews, when they go into a room, even when it's with, you know, my mom's side of the family, our side of the family, I should say, there are never going to be a white person to us, even subconsciously in our mind. So that is another thing, like, oh, okay. And then the whole argument of, you know, where they are possibly with their dad's side and people who look like that and experience life through that, socially and systemically. So it's like, you learn and you grow and you unlearn.
You're speaking some knowledge that a lot of people are never going to understand. They don't understand that unless they either go through it or they live with someone and watch somebody go through it. And it's like, but, you know, we ain't going to be no bitches. We ain't going to cry about it. You know, like, we're just going to cut your ass out and keep it trucking.
And again, it takes a lot of unlearning, a lot of like uncomfortable moments with self, and a lot of.
But most of that happens as a child too, though.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it took me a long time to get the I don't give a fuck attitude about like people and their racism.
And we, I mean, again, how you raise children, you know, you hope they come out a certain way, but you know, you have like an obligation. Like, bitch, people are like literally ain't shit different about y'all once y'all really sit down and talk about it. So
there really isn't.
Again, the social and the systemic treatment, they're again one and the same. One you just don't see.
Mm-hmm.
Or you see, or you just don't pay attention to. And that's the blind. That's the blind.
Oh yeah, blindfold everybody, put us all in the room. Can't nobody tell nothing.
I know that's right. Give me 1 second. I'm bringing up your track. I am bringing up your track more because I feel like the people need to hear that song.
Thank you.
People need to hear this.
And I own all the copyright, so there shouldn't be any problem with it.
Okay, don't
say it again for the ass.
Don't go suing me.
Tell Facebook to shut up and don't mute us.
Yeah.
So tell us about, while I bring this up, what things can we expect from you coming up this year? Because I see you're just dropping. I feel like you're dropping something new almost every month. So what can we expect from you? You got something new going on?
I'm thinking about it. I wouldn't want to like, not that my last project was rushed, but my very first project, Life, it was a full poetry album. Again, copyrights is so important. I didn't know shit about any of that. Again, I was that bitch pulling shit from YouTube and taking it to the studio and just recording over an MP3. Thank God the producer could do something, but bitch, like the quality, bitch, the cease and desist, the okay, well, bitch, since you got 30,000 streams, bitch, we expect this.
You owe me money. Yeah. That's how it be. People don't understand why you need them.
If you would have got 30 streams, they would have left you alone.
Look, they said you either take it down, it's no tea, or we expect you to pay this when you make it. So, ho, you know I ain't making that.
Okay. But you know what's funny? It's funny you brought that up because today I was actually looking for Life, trying to find it so I can, you know, show some things. And it was pretty difficult to find. So now I know why. Now I understand. And I preach this to all artists that I come in contact with. Make sure you have rights to your shit.
Ownership.
Because no rights and ownership, because what happens is nobody gives a damn if you're not making any money. But once you start streaming, once you get into the thousands, now you owing somebody, and everybody's going to come and collect your coins. They don't give a damn if you put in the work to market it, to produce it, to any of that. They are going to come and collect their coins, and this is a prime example of that. Did you do that project on your own?
Absolutely. On my own? Wait, on my own as far as what? Producing it?
Like you didn't have any assistance from like any sort of
no.
So many people.
No, and the first project, absolutely not. And the producer's like, oh, do you have it in this form? No. Okay, I mean, we can do the best we got. And again, the material was good, but again, me not owning it not being, produced right, and him not having, those sound bits that he can like perfect and harmonize and do all those things with all those fucking buttons. It was, it had to get pulled down, but also without a machine or without like y'all streaming our shit, the percentage that we get from streaming because of distribution is ridiculous. I had 30,000 streams from that album and just barely touched over $800. Since we're talking about credit and numbers and all that other stuff, and that project was like almost 1,400.
That's crazy.
So you didn't even see your return back. Talk about it, because people think, I got 10,000 followers or I got 10,000 streams, I'm bringing home $17,000. That's not how it works. You don't get $1 a stream. It's not like that. You barely get 1 cent.
Just like TuneCore and just like DistroKid, once you distribute, bitch, that's a host site. So they're gonna charge you a fee for.
They're gonna take their money first.
Bitch, and before you upload your project, you can opt in to pay every time to upload it or pay $10 a year. So, bitch, before I can even give you the chance to take my art and make money out of it and distribute it, bitch, I gotta pay you to host the shit. Okay, and then you're gonna take so much money out of the streams, man. That's why I said again, without folks.
They're like pimps. These platforms are like pimps, though.
How do you feel about this new thing that they're doing? I think I'm gonna call it direct distribution, where people are now. Kanye just did it too. He's only selling his shit off of his website. How do you think that will change the indie world?
Oh, it's going to be amazing. I was listening to Tamika Mallory and my son, Street Politician, and there was a man that said we are truly moving into a subscription-based space right now because, you have the Peacocks, you have the HBO apps. Bitches don't really need cable, but all these apps do add up. But again, you're able to pick your content. So if you're interesting, you're talented, you're able to do these things, absolutely. Plug into those subscription bases. Get paid for your art, because a lot of people are coming out. These record labels ain't paying for shit. People that want to book you for shows and all that other stuff, they don't want to accept your booking fee. And it's like, okay, well, come back when you have a budget. You have to stand up for yourself. Absolutely.
I know that's right. Absolutely.
For sure.
Because if I put a budget into my production and sounding good to come here, have me come here for what I'm worth.
Right. I mean, you reached out to me. You want me to come out here, don't you?
I remember doing so much free shit, and a bitch ain't never want to give me no gas, but it was off the love, it was off the passion. And true enough, it's not always about money. And there's plenty of people I can, spin the block with and be like, hey, what's up? I'm coming back to work with you. What's everything going for? They're like, oh, bitch, same as when I was doing it 4 years ago in my people closet. That it pays to ride with folks. It truly. Bing bong. It truly pays to not ride. To ride with folks and not fold on people who you started with. A lot of people started at Gulf Coast Leisure. Myself, Chris.
Myself. I think GCL gave us, a lot of us, our first times, and gave that first time kind of gave us our little list off what we needed, the confidence to just keep going and figuring out what we were good at and how we were good at it and how we were going to keep it going, man. Shout out to GCL. If they're in here, somebody's in here, make sure you tag GCL. Shout out to Marco, shout out to Brian, man, because they've been doing this for 10 years, and they have not given up, and they have given a lot of us as the connect, not as an artist, because y'all know I ain't an artist. I just started getting on the mic this year. You know what I'm saying? But as the connect, they literally, I called them. I'm like, listen, I have this artist. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to get them a little spot. They were like, we got you. We're going to give you a whole setup. And they showed me love. And that's what kicked off the connect, quite honestly. So shout out to Marco. Shout out to Brian. I just had to drop that in. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
no, girl, absolutely. Give them the roses. They're so deserving of it. So deserving.
Absolutely.
That's where I kind of started gaining traction with what we'll get into later, and we'll do the name drops. We'll do start now. We'll get into all that. But again, music first, mess later.
That's right. So this year, I'm assuming there's going to be a bigger project coming out this year. Is that safe to assume?
I'm not gonna rush it. I'm enjoying it. I do have another single coming, so that'll be my third. So I have another single coming. It's really awesome. So like I said, that one track that's like raunchy and ass dropping lows, for the ground. Oh, right. That is for like the hoes that's outside for the summer, and I love the hoes. Retired.
Okay.
Shout out to y'all hoes. I love them. And so this one is for everybody that's cuffed during the summer. So
inside for the inside hoes.
So that's what this one's okay. So really quick, I wanted to give the people a listen to your track More featuring Kate Flow. We need the stream. So here we go. We're going to play this bad boy real quick, y'all.
It's coming, y'all.
Got the nerve to want a husband. All I'm good at is fucking. Barely like to write no more. Can't fucking take no more. So I just be smoking more. Got to get to praying more. Gotta learn
I love that beat.
Keeping bitches out my face and kicking
it's
bitches
all
out
about
my space.
The beat.
I'm trying to win and finish in first place. Only real can relate. Late nights, early mornings, plenty friends pass. Still be fucking moaning. Me and Jake fucking to the moan and kick them out. When I bustin' up, Miss Mikey do too much. I try to lead with love, but bitches love to hate. Only love you when you in your grave. If I die, would you love me more? But I'm alive, so you can't ignore. Give me time, give me space to soar. With this brain, I can reach the core. These people gon' judge your life, but it's cool. I just up the score. Ain't talking about Santa Claus, but this gift I got came with more. Like Mike, can I rap some more? Overnight, no Macklemore. It's a thrift when I walk in stores, but a thrill when I walk some more. I be lying with lions, but you can't kill what you killed before. Watch every seed that you water. This water gon' plant some more. Still standing tall while bitches praying on my downfall. I get this shit my all. Praying up in bathroom stalls before I rock a crowd that sold out. I cried my fucking soul out when I sold my first book. Got Naja on the hook when Dom had my flights booked. I took a couple L's and I sold the bitches. I don't smoke with bitches. I don't eat with bitches. I ain't starved with bitches. I ain't starved with. I don't ride with. And the bitches who I ride with, same bitches who I walked with. Slept on floors and couches with my sis. Yeah, the one with all them kids. They gotta see they uncle when God is real. It's evident I'm heaven sent, which means I must have died before. If I die, would you love me more? But I'm alive, so you can't ignore. Give me time, give me space to soar. With this brain, I can reach the core. These people gon' judge your life, but it's cool. I just up the score. Ain't talking about Santa Claus, but this gift I got came with more. Like Mike, can I rap some more? Overnight, no Macklemore. It's a thrift when I walk in stores, but a thrill when I walk some more. I be lying with lions, but you can't kill what you killed before. Watch every seed that you water. This water gon' plant some more.
Period. I love that song.
That is, can you hear me? Y'all can hear me? Mm-hmm. All right, so that song is so gas. It's something about the vibe to it, the melody to it, just a feeling. That song gives you a feeling.
So
I love music that gives you a feeling.
Crystal says I'm not fair because, like, if the beat does not catch me within, like, the first literally 5-10 seconds, like, it's out the door, I'm on to the next one. Like, kudos to you, Mikey, dog. Mm-hmm. That shit's fire. Like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I got a brother-in-law that tries to rap and not in my house. take that shit down the street. No, that was
That
fire.
song is so different from what I'm used to
They even said
hearing.
on Instagram, they said that you killed that shit and that your beat was fire.
Who was the producer? Shout out to the producer.
And they even said, I be lying with the lions. So you know they listen.
Yeah.
Yes.
So real quick, you know my son is up in here.
Oh no shade. I love Case Flow and like like when you see people working with like Lil Nas X and Saucy Santana, like straight folks, it's so amazing because I'm gay as all.
Right. Okay. Claim that shit.
you know what I'm saying? And Case, like. Case got bitches, like, well, I don't know if Case got look, that ain't got nothing to do with me, but he like girls.
That's neither here nor there.
Right. So, and I just appreciate him. He's really been rocking with me for probably like the last 5 or 6 years, and we met at Smoking Words, which is an open mic night in Tampa.
I was just telling her about Smoking Words. We need to slide out there, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they like it's GCL and Smoking Words that really changed my life and my artistry. So shout out to Novocaine. But yeah, Case Flow, he's truly the future GOAT. I love that like Andre 3000 type shit. But he also has such a story to tell. And that's my dog. The producer, I gotta look for it. I don't know. Again,
at least you're honest.
No shade, I do.
It's better than dropping the wrong person.
Right. So again, I found the beat, contacted the producer via BeatStars app, and I saw what he was offering, and I was like, okay, bitch, I'll buy it.
Well, you did a very, very nice fucking job.
You know, I got my son in here tonight. He's helping us with all the sound and technical equipment, and he actually wants to give you his feedback on the song. Go ahead, G.
Okay.
All right. So
hey, G.
Hi. So as a youth. So as a youth, we have the different types of flows in our song. Like it's different now. But from what I heard, I like it.
There you go. One time for the youth.
Okay.
Like, you.
Hey, now share it with the
and Cave. Yeah, you and Cave really did with the flow. I love the flow. The beat was amazing. And
I'm telling
about it was good.
Thank you. And that was his television debut, y'all.
There you go.
Alright, and I'm out.
So yeah, you know how I am with the youth. Got to get them involved and keep them out the streets. You feel me?
No,
I don't play around my kids.
I've spoken at a lot of schools talking about just sharing my story and also like talking about safer sex methods and again medicinal society's medicinal medicine advances. So I trust me. Huey Newton said it best. Bitch, the revolution is in the hands of the young.
That's it.
For
and
sure.
we got to make sure that we setting them up properly. Everything ain't for everybody. So find out what they good at and set fuel to that shit. That song is just everything. Shout out to Case Flow, man. What else he got? He got music out too, Mikey?
Yeah, absolutely. Check him out. He just dropped.
I'm definitely gonna check him out.
Yeah, he just dropped a music video and he dropped a song. I believe the music video is called Wesley Snipes. But yeah, he's cool. And I think he's got a project, Conehead, out. Yeah, he's like fucking. It's out, but it's amazing.
Okay, lucky. Man, listen here, both of y'all on that track killed it.
For sure.
So we're going to get into the part of the show that I know many people was waiting about, how we met.
Right.
How we... Okay, get him ready. Do it again, G. Okay, so we met on the Come Up. I'm going to play you the trailer for the Come Up, for the people that are on my Facebook. Again, if you're on my Instagram, shoot on over to Facebook so you can see all this stuff because Instagram be hating on me and don't be wanting to do what I needed to do. So shoot on over to Facebook.
Elon must need to buy Instagram and fix that.
Elon, buy Instagram, fix the shit. But follow us and shoot on over to the Connect Entertainment on Facebook. We are live. We have graphics. We're showing you visuals. And of course, you get to see the beautiful Miss Mikey. Hello.
AKA Beyonce.
Just trying to get closer to Jesus and more like Beyonce.
Yeah.
Amen.
So we had started in 2016 working on a reality show pilot called The Come Up. The Come Up was supposed to be based on several people regular people who were on the come up and the obstacles they faced on the way up. Okay? This was a whole production. We literally even went to Mexico.
It was a high maintenance production.
It was a high maintenance production. And
it was real. It was such good TV. It was so
good
organic.
TV.
It was so good and organic, and Hose was messy. Hose fell out. Hose started. Oh, Crystal, push motherfucking play. So one, they could see.
Yes.
Let me get this shit up real quick. I got you.
One, so they can see what kind of, who gets credited as far as the production, because it wasn't just the high maintenance. A bitch went to jail, and
it was so much. Yo, we went to Mexico, y'all.
I'm jealous.
Hold on 1 second.
Girl.
I feel like I've seen, so when Mikey posted the flyer, I was like, ooh, I know this person, I know this person, I know this person, I know this person. I was like, what the hell?
And shout out to Cola, who knew I was gay before I knew I was gay. So shout out to her.
I know her too. Yeah.
I'll never forget. I have to say this. Yo, one day she looked at me and she said, I know your ass is gay. I was like, girl, stop playing with me. And here I am.
And no shade, Monique. We are from a generation. Me and Monique go way.
See, I didn't know if I was allowed to say nothing, but
Girl, for what?
I know Mikey probably longer than almost anybody. Look, I knew Mikey before Mikey knew Mikey.
Right. Girl, no shade.
Hell yeah.
So we come from a generation of street teams and flyers and mixtapes and
and having a fucking hustle.
Exactly.
Having to hustle.
And having van raps and shit like that. So that's how we approached promotion with the come up. So of course you see that shit. Bitch, remember oh no, you were on that trip, Crystal. You didn't go to you were in Atlanta with us.
I went to Atlanta. Yes.
And we passing out flyers. We were booked at a club Kid walked.
Bro, remember we pulled up to the club? I think Future had pulled up.
Yes.
Yes, I remember all that.
Yeah, we were hanging out, and so Kim had the DJ shouting us out. It was true. Everybody put in such an effort, and after we see what was and what could have, we're gonna relate to a lot of people because I was told it was.
I don't know. After seeing who the cast was on there, I feel like it would have been a dope ass show.
It was,
and they could have did it part 2.
It was dope. Let me show. So I'm gonna quickly go to the trailer of the Come Up reality show pilot, the show that once was. Hold on. Here we go. Roll the fucking tape.
These entrepreneurs are trying to boss up in a game where everyone won't win. These entrepreneurs are trying to boss up in a game where everyone won't win. Here, you make your own rules, and it ain't your pencil, it's how you write your name. Are their hustles hopeless hobbies, or do they really have what it takes to set up for the come up?
Because they're not doing shit for real. Right. I'm trying to fix the table and fix the
I know who done got their ass whooped.
Listen,
Crystal,
there was fighting on this.
I want to know who got their ass with us. We watching the Bad Girls Club. What we watching?
Crystal, you hear me and you in the background so clearly. Los was in the middle, and so
yes, get beat up.
We had rearranged that Hotel Indigo, right?
Indigo. We were at the rooftop of Hotel Indigo, and all hell broke loose.
Moving furniture.
Literally moving furniture. It went bad, and you knew that night that it was gonna go bad. You could feel it in the air almost. When old girl walked in, you already knew what time it was.
But I love the fact that legit it was real though.
It was real.
Scripted,
I can definitely agree it was not scripted.
Not at all. And Crystal was so clear in that video saying, let her go. So she was the good angel. And I'm the other angel saying, beat her ass, Rose, beat her ass.
But what people don't know, because the show never was released.
Okay, yeah. So
we all invested a lot of money.
En Cinco de Mayo, can I say, ¿por qué?
so from the beginning, I met Celeste at GCL, and we grew from there. She sent money my way, I sent money her way. We would always pull up and support each other at events. And when the project was pitched to me in a room full of others, how many people were at that original casting?
Like 50 people. I think it was like 10 tables of like 4 people. So like 40 to 50 people.
And it was some very prominent names in there.
Absolutely.
Some people just didn't follow up. Some people didn't see it was right, or that it was a fit, or they didn't want to sign up for that bullshit. A lot of people, old girls not from Fort Myers. So a lot of people were looking like, hold up, bitch, if we gonna do it, we gonna do it. And again, like, she was cool. It sounded good. Everything got put into play. The cast, made it do what it do. And you saw the trailer, and that was only what, a minute and some change.
Yeah.
Like, I had them come into my doctor's office to visit me, to educate folks.
There was so much tea. I did all the background stuff, so I saw all.
So you was one of the producers that were running stuff.
Not producer, I was assisting the producer, but I saw a lot of the footage, man, and that would have made for some great TV, some really great. And not only that, there was a lot of people. There was people that were really on the come up, people that wanted to be on the come up that we really couldn't figure out what it was that they were doing.
I don't know. I see some people that were on
what is it that she does?
Well, now that I see some of that, I go and I'm like, oh, I've seen that person, and they still ain't shit. I'm just saying.
Cola at the time was a rapper.
Yeah. I was doing, my poetry thing, my advocacy thing.
We have Market,
who has his own fucking gym, and we had their one scene there.
And at that time, he was number 9, I believe, in light or featherweight boxing in the U.S. when we did that.
Right.
Remember, you were with us in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we were up in Mexico. We in a limo, a stretch limo, okay? And we had to pull up. I ain't gonna say for what, but we had to pull up somewhere. And we ended up telling the people, like, we're famous.
Hell yeah.
And they were taking pictures with us.
And girl, they gave us what we needed for free. Period.
Okay? That's just how it went. And listen, I can admit that Mexico was just a great time, Mikey. Regardless if the show came out, it was just a life moment. Something that you'll never forget. We had so much fun. We almost beat up a handicapped stripper. Remember that shit?
That's what I was saying. Hold on now, because it just reminds me of the one-legged stripper from Fantasies. I don't know if y'all know.
Listen, there was a whole group of us. So, Mikey and us, the girls, we went one way and all the guys went another way. So you listening, because you're not going to want to miss this.
I'm just trying to figure out why y'all beat up handicapped people.
No, what happened was we was drunk. The first thing in Mexico is you go and you get a bottle. We was all drinking all day long. Like, I think we all had a bottle. And we was just sipping. I lost my phone in Mexico and everything. I didn't give a damn. That's how drunk I was.
What the hell?
She didn't care
at all. And so the girls were one side, girls including my sis Mikey, and then the guys went somewhere else after drinking. So we're like, where the hell the guys at? We hear they at the strip club. So we walk up in the strip club like, hello, where they at? We don't see anybody but a handicapped stripper, a stripper in jeans. One of them had a cast on.
Oh, hell no.
And there was nobody in there. So I'm like, wait, where they at? So we thinking they up in a room or something. So now we start snooping around. I'll never forget it. Me and Mo from OT on the Map Media, we started looking through the rooms because we both had husbands up in there. So we're like, hold up, these folks better not be up in one of these quiet rooms trying to do anything. We was acting up in Mexico, but it was definitely a great time. When you learned that that it wasn't coming out, it wasn't being released, how did it make you feel, Mikey? What did you think initially?
Oh, like, we were jaded, because my job that I was working at sponsored $1,000 to the come up being produced. We had sponsors, we had product placements, and we had people really investing in us outside of the cast. So that was a really big letdown for me. But also, a lot of people lately have been discussing like paperwork and they can't speak about certain things. they have to overlook all this other stuff. We never had that issue because, again, we were all on the come up and certain things were happening. That's not to discuss what anybody went through as far as why they decided to do the show and move forward with it. And even the partnership with is bad. Remember when Kevin went to jail and we missed the whole filming? He showed up to a scene of mine, an event that was amazing, sold out, had 10 contestants. My job gave away $500 in prizes and raised money to solidify an end to AIDS, which again is very close to me. So for you to waste my time, like, what the fuck? So even that was shaky. We did everything from first showing up, a cast trip, a fight, to where do we go from
and
there?
That fight, just so you know, that fight was not done. What you see there is nothing. There was a whole nother fight. We went downstairs. It was bad. Like we was all about to go to jail.
The police came and everything.
It was bad. Shout out to my guy Velo. Velo almost got beat up too that night. His phone almost got broke.
Judah slapped the camera down. He was trying to be the peacemaker. Crystal was
he didn't want to be seen.
Bitch, Crystal was like, fuck that. If they gonna fight, they gonna fight.
That was the old Crystal, y'all. But yeah, that was
and so that's how I felt, because you had everything from the first scene to confessionals. And okay,
literally, it was very structured, extremely structured.
Until that partnership crumbled, and we had access to so many people, and we had everything to prepare the meal. We just didn't have the stove. And we knew people that had a stove, or if anything, could let us use a generator for our stove. Like, hello. But none of that was used. So instead of presenting a storyboard and footage, you let it go away. I understand certain things were covered, but like, where'd all that money go? Where'd all those products go? Because me and Kim we did a few scenes. Remember, we all got socks. Paid promotion, commercials. Kim got hair products. I don't know what I got. I think it had something to do with weed. But everybody was getting all these everybody was getting all these things. People were remember when Tiffany and Crystal were arguing, and she was just like, bitch, you just a white bitch that want to be black.
And that was her best friend.
Right. Remember our very first group scene with old boy who came in there with like 50 bitches and me and him got into it?
Yes. Or the day that, oh my God.
And I didn't
care. It was a lot. You did not care, girl.
That was the thing.
It was so authentic and so genuine. That's why I felt like this would be amazing.
So we got to get somebody who's really going to do it.
And then now, Crystal, you being like background and stuff, how did you feel the show not coming up? What did your paperwork look like?
I just had so many questions about why, and all I got back, I'm going to be honest with you, her responses a lot of times were just she wasn't happy with the footage or how it got put together, especially when she went into her second project. When she compared the two, she felt like the come up would possibly discredit her or lower her value. And that's pretty much all I got. I didn't really get any, me and Celeste, just so y'all know, I'm very good at reading people. So I made sure I always kept she was my friend, point blank period. So I make sure I don't cross certain lines with friends. I accept them for who they are, who they show me who they are the first time, and I'll make sure we don't cross that line. So me and her had a very good relationship. But recently I'm just hearing so many things, and it's making me question so many things, and I wish she would come and kind of straighten it out instead of just ignoring it, because from what I see, she's not really trying to address any of it, and that's not like her. I know, see. And she is a direct person. From what I've always, she's ready to jump in the ring, and so I just wish she would come out and at least try to straighten it out.
I mean, that's her choice, and I don't want this to be like a bashing thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
we put in the work, and now that other creatives, everything sounds the same, and they have to be like silent or go around about it. It's like that's and that's
it
not
makes you
fair.
wonder.
No, I don't have to wonder about anything because I knew the outcome of what I was doing working with her, so I don't have to wonder. I don't have to wonder shit. Like, no shade. I don't have to wonder a damn thing, bitch. Where's the show?
Where is the show? Yeah, but that was the feedback she gave me. She just wasn't happy with the footage. But my thing is, we didn't have any amateur videographers on deck. We had the goats. We had On the Map Media. We had Kevin, and we had Velo, who were all legit ass videographers and creatives. You know, they were able to create what she wanted. So I don't know what part of the footage she was not happy with, but I do know that was her response.
I was told she blamed everything on us. That she blamed. Well, I was talking about the come-up situation because a lot of people are seeing me, starting to engage in these conversations because I was like, okay, maybe she fucked Jermaine over. That's fucked up. Okay, you got over on one of the most well-known hosts, comedians, and somebody that really gives back to the community. So the fact that you did that, like, okay, that's fucked up, but okay, I know if you say based on the book or inspired by, that's the semantics in contracts. Words are powerful and words have meaning.
And in contracts, they're everything. They mean everything.
Exactly. So contractually, everything could look a little like 80-20, which is fucked up. Or, okay, I can own the rights and like have royalties and you can like get your credit. I don't know exactly what those contracts look like, so let's make that very sure. But I know, because Candace, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And a lot of people and a lot of people I was close with was saying how bad this experience was. And then people are reaching out to me, Chandra, my good sis.
Trying to compare notes. I'm sure.
Right. And so when Sosa talked about it and how she was completely blindsided from a $350 charge to the average Joe to a $5,000 charge to a bitch with followers, your consumers didn't get
and her bestie.
Your consumers didn't get your books. Sis, that's fucked up. My consumers, my job at the time didn't get the episodes or the credit or the promotion that those businesses invested in us. So if that didn't happen, why am I being like blamed? That's my good sis. Why am I being blamed, for the work that I put in, that I helped produce? And again, we started, not because, I'm going to, she, it is what it is, business and personal, but, girl, we started at GCL together. You were a vendor. I was on stage. Like, we really were in, like, that was the come up. And Exactly. And the fact that our contracts at the time were kind of amateur. I remember I had to go to her job and fill out the contracts, sneaking on the clock. We've all done it. We've all wanted to be our own boss.
We've all done it. Mm-hmm.
And no shade. So I was like, bitch, bet. Let's make it happen, girl. You want me to come to your job? Okay, girl. I'll act like I need some paralegal advice. What's up? girl paid my deposit.
Yeah. And everything did have a cost. Yep. And everything did have a ticket on it. That's for sure. A lot of things had a ticket on it.
And it was paid in full. We had merch.
We did have merch, shirts, girl.
Where'd the money go from the merch? Again, I understand productivity needs to be paid for, but again, if we were footing the bill for most of the stuff on top of our personal stuff, like let's all make it make sense. Like Sunny Hostin says, follow the money. Follow the money. And when you play with people, and I got over it, true enough, if anything's in writing, bitch, that was 2016, this is 5 years old, the bitch that I'm talking to, their NDAs or whatever that looks like, it didn't look like that, because I'm pretty sure. And girl, I'm not lying, so if I'm, girl, it's not defamation if it's true.
No, listen, it's not defamation if it's true. But to go back to how I felt about the come up not coming out, I felt like maybe that was her biggest mistake, because I feel like it was so organic and so natural that it probably could have lifted her.
It would have got views, point blank period. Like,
yeah, it would have gotten views, and we were already in Atlanta, in Mexico,
like I'm not trying to compare it to anything, but like from what it looks like, you know, it could be like a Jersey Shore or a Real World or a Road Rules, you know
that
what I
was
mean?
the objective.
Or like a Bad Girls Club, you know, like it looks like one of those reality shows.
It was like all of that in mix.
The thing is though, like you guys are authentic, you know what I mean? Like you guys are really gonna be who you are regardless of cameras or not, especially if y'all are from here in Lee County. That's just what it is gonna be.
Everybody was promoting the fuck out of that shit. No matter.
So I think she probably could have popped off.
And especially when she did the cash shakeup with Judah, that was one of the best decisions she made with Rose, and then the girl who did makeup. The way she shook the cast up, man, all that stuff was real. All that stuff was authentic. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. So for me to get, you know, and everybody on that cast, even though I don't fuck with half of them, but I respect them and what they do and what they're still doing. Bitch, how are we gonna take the brunt of the blow when, bitch, your partner dropped the job, and even during filming he went to jail?
Yeah. And I think I say this all the time. I still see Kev all the time. I love you, Kev. This is no shade to you, but I say it all the time, nigga. On the trip, Kev quit. While we were in Mexico, so we were on a cruise and everything was like at time slots. We had to be at certain places so we can get footage, all this stuff, right? This Kev was like, man, fuck this.
I'm on vacation.
And he quit. And then that's when Velo picked. Was it Velo that picked up? And he started filming. And poor Velo.
Yeah, man.
It definitely got convoluted at some point. At some point, something happened. I'm not really sure, but what I am sure about is that something seems like it continues to happen. It seems
and I hate that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
And these are people's, you know, passions. These are people's art. Jermaine's book did so well.
Wow.
And that movie was really good. It was dope. But again, words have power. And you know, Sonia's book, and I feel so bad because I referred Chandra to either Rochelle, who's been my only publisher, shout outs to Ford, and then, you know, I referred her to Celeste as well. I said, look, girl, I got options. I've always given those two options when people wanted to, you know, publish books. And the fact that Chandra, you know, actually, you know, I'm going to let her tell her story. But again, because I referred her, like, bitch, that's crazy, dog. Like,
it makes you look so bad. You know, that's happened to me, too, where I've referred people, businesses that I would like to think conduct themselves professionally.
Don't fuck my name up.
To them. Yeah, and then they wouldn't understand. I get mad because I'm like, oh, you know, I referred so-and-so to you, and they didn't get whatever service it is that they were supposed to get. And somehow now I'm the bad person because I'm upset that you ruining my name. My name is the connect. I'm supposed to connect people with credible people. So if I'm connecting people to you and you're not delivering on what you're saying, guess what? We have a problem. And yes, I do take it personally because it's my brand. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. When you refer people out to somebody and that doesn't, it falls through. And you can't help but feel some type of way.
Exactly. And then everybody's, oh, where's the show? Where's the show? We've been promoting it so heavily.
And we have to answer.
We do. And then we're scrambling and asking questions. Boom, the trailer drops. Okay, bitch, what else?
What's next? Right, what's next?
I would rather bitch, we just did all that, you know, flyer shit. But, bitch, you actually released, like, bitch, you had released hoes fighting, bitch.
And also, I did know that after the whole release of the trailer, there was a lot of hoopla, and I can definitely co-sign to this. A lot of hoopla because people didn't want that footage coming out of them looking like that. Or any footage that we had made that looked bad because it was a reality show series and it was completely, you know, raw. So if you happen to get in an argument with your best friend and you call her a white girl that just want to be black and it looks horrible as you as a person and you as a best friend, you don't want people to see that. You don't get to decide that.
But me and Kim got into it. Because Tiffany and Nicole brought her the best, and then I forgot what happened. That's why when me and her were talking out of the club, I was like, these bitches ain't on shit for real. I was like, Kim, you're stupid. Why would you do that? And then Nicole turned around and kind of rubbed Kim's situation in her face. And then, of course, Kim's my friend. She gonna tell me. And then Nicole gonna get mad.
And that was the problem.
And then Rose came out of nowhere, and she had, in quotations, this was not true, but this is what was said to throw shade. She was supposedly pregnant with Judah baby. Bitch, how? She just came around 3 weeks ago. And so Rose got up and said, "Walk, dog," and they started walking dogs, girl.
Literally. It was crazy like, how that fight started.
But it was so real and organic.
It was real. They just did it. They honestly weren't each other's cup of tea from the jump. They didn't like each other from Jump Street, and it just got worse throughout the show. And when we were on that rooftop, both of them walked in with the only attitude. The air was so thick you can cut through it with a butter knife. You hear me?
It was bad.
That I knew it. I looked at Los and I said, "Oh, this shit is about to get real." I'm like, "Los, you go on this side. I'm gonna stay on this side because I can just feel it."
And they fought before anybody really jumped in besides Judah, like whatever that looked like. Like they fought because nobody knew. Like we were like,
were they fighting over him?
No, they were fighting because they didn't get along. And Rose had told the girl, like Rose told Nicole, like, "Walk, dog." Like basically told her like she ain't shit. And it was a problem. They definitely gave it up. Gave it up.
And that was the thing. It was no messiness with like, somebody smashing or whatever. It was just all of the problems. All the problems stemmed from Tiffany and Nicole's beef.
Mm-hmm.
And then bitches just started falling out.
It got so bad.
Judah made Nicole cry.
I'm telling you, this show could have been amazing, and I literally could anticipate a season 2, maybe in Atlanta or New York, places that we already have touched. You know what I'm saying? It was like footage. It was raw footage, nothing scripted. It is what the fuck it is, and if you like it, if you don't like it, don't act like that. So we don't have to catch it on film.
And then
for real, like be genuine. Reality TV. I need some real reality TV.
We already knew. That's why. Remember when Celeste was like, "Oh, I'm not going to use the footage from outside when they fought," because that got real ugly.
What?
That was like some world star shit, and because it was real beef, nobody broke it up. We was letting them fight. Once it got too serious, then we broke it up, and it was like, okay, girl. But that's when Judah and Velo started getting into it, and they were having a pissing match. And then it was like, okay, girl, y'all tripping. And it started getting real preachy, and Crystal snapped. The police came. And we all did.
It was just.
But you know what else we did? We were at the rooftop. The people at Hotel Indigo, they set us up real nice with a sectional, served us drinks. Bitch, they don't serve you drinks at the Indigo, bitch. Especially on the rooftop unless it's a party. They were, helping us, make the scene. Bitch, when them hoes was fighting, they didn't do shit. They didn't tell us to get out or nothing. But you know what we did do? When they were done fighting, everybody cleared it out. No, everybody cleared it out.
But we did put the seat back. We put all the seat back.
I don't fucking care. Bitch, they rearranged it back.
Bitch, everything we flipped over. Bitch, we grabbed Rose's wig out the trash, and
the wig came off, the entire wig.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. What the hell?
We put that furniture back. We said, sorry, y'all. They're like, bitch, you good. You paid your tab. You took your shots. Get the fuck out. You good. And we're like, okay.
I know that. Thank you for not calling the police. But the police still ended up getting called.
Because even people from the outside, again, from Sonia's
I think they respected what she was trying to do.
Exactly. And again, from Sonia's book to Jermaine to everybody in between who's kind of facing this foolishness of intellectual robbery, it's just like everything was so like everything just kind of connects, and people like us put their heart and soul and concentration and time into these projects. And no shade, at first, when I was seeing all these books and shit and productions and book trailers, I was pissed off. Because you couldn't even.
You're still wondering, where's your project at? Where's the project at? The first one. Where's the first one?
Mine, yours, Kim's, Tiffany's, Nicole's, Rose, Mella, Marcus. Everybody who was in Judah, everybody who was involved. From
Manny, Monique, yeah.
Oh, girl, how could we forget and one thing about it, we all worked with Monique did my book cover. Kim was doing everyone's meal prep. All y'all bought my mixtape. Manny and Monique were doing like film and photography, and then hosted us in their home.
We were all
in Atlanta.
working together. It was crazy. It was literally
I think everybody but me went to Judah's show. Mela did my makeup. Oh yeah, girl, we were like fucking with each other. And again, because Sonia brought in people to tell her story. Jermaine brought in people to act in his movie who are 239 like royalty and people who are really on the come up. And you again not being from where we reside, you know what I'm saying? Or at least show your best dues. That's crazy. And again, all of these stories match up.
I know that's right. So I think there's a good lesson to be learned here. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. I don't.
Go ahead.
Even though it's an unfortunate situation and it's fucked up, you know, especially for Sonia, man, because I know Sonia was like the bestie. I seen all the videos. I seen all that stuff. I seen them traveling, and I just want to be clear. Mikey ain't on here because of that messiness. We've been talking about this for a long time. It was based on the music. The messiness came after that.
The messiness came to me and people wanting to, hey bitch, what's up? And then I hit my sister up like, hey, is this cool? And she was like, bitch, bitch, I was there. I was like, bet. That's why I felt most comfortable. But again, when we first started chatting, I was like, hey, bitch, I got a project dropping. Fuck with me. You were like, bitch, okay, let me know the date. This is what I need from you. And we're
right.
It was probably
but I think there is a lesson. There is a lesson.
But it was Tuesday when all this mess got brought to us. So I was like, bitch.
Right. Yeah. And you were already scheduled for today. So it is what it is. It's funny how things they worked out. It is what it is. And I'm not here, to bash anybody, but if it looks, smells, and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. You know what I'm saying?
And we didn't. Like, we were there. I was in front of the camera. You were behind the camera. And our stories match along with everybody else's. And the lesson that you were saying is what in all this?
Is to vet the people that you work with. You must vet them. You need to see previous things. You need to see them with completed projects. If there's a person that has one project and you're going to be the second, why wouldn't you wait until the first one is released? These are little signs of people that may be up to no good. Getting people that are qualified to review your contract. NDAs. If you are with a publisher, why would you need to sign an NDA?
And that's why, again, not only with a publisher, but like also the NDA is to cover up, anything that's, went wrong. That's
any rigmarole. Right.
Exactly. And that's what like fucking plastic surgeons and all that, like, oh bitch, if I fuck up your body or if you have to get, your body redone by me, sign an NDA because you can't like bash my business because I'm basically redoing you for free. Like people
However, in the court of law, if there's any negligence or downright buffoonery going on in there, that NDA is null and void.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta talk about it to protect yourself.
And to protect other people. And also, that's why it was so important for inspired by true events or based on the book. Those two words are so important because, bitch, I could be inspired by Connect and I go fucking start a podcast called The Plug. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Mikey, I love you. No, I'm just playing.
I'm not only smarter than that, I'm more creative than that. So, no shade. So being inspired by something and, oh no, this is based on, like, no, that's why it's like, even little signs like that, that's why going back to copyrights and distribution and making sure your coins and everything is right, that's really, you can only give so many people the benefit of the doubt because that's when self-awareness comes in. And sometimes you have to tell people, find me when the budget's right. Oh girl, I saw some of your work. I don't know if that's my quality or, I don't know if I want to pay that much. And I also
vet them and look over your contracts, y'all. Y'all have to look over your contracts.
Actually read them.
Make sure you own your shit. Own it. You wouldn't believe how many people get wrapped up into some shit and realize they don't really own anything.
All they see is a dollar amount.
I'm telling you, those people sent me certified mail that said, bitch, if you make this much, we want it all. If you just, take the music down, bitch, you good, because you ain't gonna make nothing for real, because bitch, you ain't pay for nothing. So it was like, okay, girl, gotcha. I told people it's because I was doing like a switching, of the name and stuff like that. Bitch, that was embarrassing. But now that I'm grown as fuck and like I see it's happening to people across the spectrum, whether indie or major, bitch, please, no ma'am.
That shit happens all over.
And whether professionally, 9 to 5, entrepreneur wise, not only vet the people you're doing business with, vet like, hey, how much she charged you? What's she talking about? When did she charge you this? Oh, that was 5 years ago. Okay, well, girl, she got better. Or bitch.
Right.
I always talk about that in the workplace. Discuss your salaries. Ain't no way we're.
But it's the first thing they tell you.
It's illegal. Yeah, they have it like, oh, it's illegal to discuss your salary with the next person.
Which I don't understand that. I want to know if Maria is making more money than me and I'm doing more than her. I got questions.
Why her name got to be Maria today, bro?
It's fucking Cinco de Mayo. Man. This is crazy, but I think that is the lesson. The lesson is make sure you vetting the people you're working with. Make sure you actually seeing the receipts of the things that they're claiming that they're doing. And make sure that you have proper people reading over your contracts. And lastly, make sure you actually have contracts.
And you own your shit.
It's all about ownership.
For real, there can be ownership, there can be partnership, but your name has to be somewhere embedded.
That's right.
And it's just not fair when there's a whole book, but this was written and directed and created by somebody else, and it's just like that's not fair. You're stealing. Morally, contractually, okay, girl, you got away with it.
Right. But I think you know how I get down. So for me, it's all about morals and your intent and shit. So that contract don't mean shit to me personally if you destroy the whole relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, like I said, I don't remember, and I don't recall. No, like I said, we all met around the same time on our grind. So bitch,
we were all coming up. Yeah.
I don't know if she figured out NDAs now or after certain things that happened, but I feel bad for people that can't talk. But bitch, once they figure everything out and I hope their projects come to fruition. I hope I continue to wish, Celeste nothing but good things, and hopefully whether it's addressed or not, it works its way to, better business planning and all these reviews can stop and experiences can stop and results can come through. And that's
Absolutely.
just, that's just what sucks about the whole thing. But bitch, it ain't, you got to let people know, like, oh, hey, girl, not to make light of it, but bitch, that happened to me too, for real. Like, okay,
for
bitch.
real.
So I'm not crazy. When I was seeing all these other projects come out, that had visuals along with them, bitch, you had like weeks and hours and days of footage, but like everybody else gets
10,000 hours, okay? 10,000.
But what we didn't do, but what pissed me off is while I was seeing everybody do these things and amazing things while our project was on the editing room floor, that they were getting fucked over. So it's like, damn, bitch, I was kind of jaded at you, but you was getting the same thing as me.
And in a different way, quite frankly.
At least she fucked us with lube. She ran in them bitches like she was in the pen,
wow.
bitch.
God damn.
And no shade, and that's no shade to the creatives who have succumbed to this bullshit. But bitch, we ain't get it that bad. She took a little bit of money, but bitch, she would have.
She could have at least like ran a mini series or something just to get like a reaction. You know what I mean? Like she could have did like a six show mini series or something. Just kicked it off, see what everybody thought about it, and if it pops off, then edit some more and make the rest of the season and cut it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it got so bad.
It got cut after the trailer. We never seen anything else.
Yeah. In real life, we even if that was a pilot, whatever. But in real life, because shit got so messy and kind of like weird, like between the cast, we all collectively, thankfully, or at least the bitches that didn't quit the show, we were like, oh yeah, no, girl, we can't have a reunion. Like, bitch, we need if we're gonna do it, bitch, we're gonna do it. One, we're gonna do it big, and two, like, girl. It's gonna be like, girl, bitches are gonna come.
We were supposed to have a reunion, but it was gonna be fighting and shit. It was gonna be like love.
It was gonna be bad.
Yeah,
it was gonna be bad. So,
But not for nothing. I know it seems a little messy, but Love and Hip Hop gets ratings. They got a lot of views.
Saying.
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
It should have been
raw.
done.
It was really raw.
And they set those scenes up, bitch. Ours just happened like.
Where you gonna be at today? We're gonna be over there with a camera. We on our way.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's listen. We got some interesting people out here.
Okay. I don't know.
Mikey,
I want to thank you.
Go ahead. Yes, of course. No, I was gonna say, that chapter's, closed. It's been closed. But again, if motherfuckers can relate, bitch, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Seriously, it is what it is. I always say this all the time. You can't tell people how to feel, and if people feel some type of way, they got to talk about it.
Exactly.
Mikey, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure linking up with you. If you want to stay on, I'm about to highlight some music real quick. I got like 5 artists I'm going to highlight, and then we're going to close it out. If you want to give your input, you're more than welcome to. Let me know if I need to remove you or not. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Girl, no shade, bitch. Meyer, our grocery store up here, called me and said I had forgot my grocery pickup. So I'm... But because me and my sister planned this a while ago, and then 2 days ago the mess came, and again I was already scheduled to be here.
Right. We had to talk about it.
They had to get it, and of course we had to talk about like my 2 new singles, which are streaming everywhere.
Yes, Ferb and more, y'all.
Yes, they're streaming everywhere. Make sure you check them out, stream, show love, and of course, Crystal. Anytime bitch, we're gonna link up. You're gonna be one of the first people I tell.
Where are you at these days? Are you up in Michigan?
Yeah, I'm in
Detroit. Where
you
at these days? In Detroit.
I'm in Detroit. Yeah.
I have to go.
It's like 50 degrees out there right now.
How cold is it? Is it cold?
50 degrees, right?
Nah.
It was like it was the high 50s today. But it was sunny. It was nice. It was cool. I definitely enjoyed it, and I enjoyed y'all. Girl, we're like family. So absolutely. Whenever I come back, and like to answer your question earlier, I'm not gonna rush any project. Like I have one in mind, but bitch, I'm not gonna rush it because one, the shit costs.
Okay.
And two, I want to be creative. As far as anything else coming up, I mean, I can say it, but I'm gonna take my time with it too. But probably by the end of this year, I'm gonna have my own podcast out.
Yay! Speak that shit in existence, and I want to be on it because I got a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, girl. Yeah, no, you can definitely come. I'm excited. Hey, whoever.
So let's just give us a little taste. What are you going to talk about? What is going to be your main focus?
Oh, anything that is, whether it's hot topics, politics. Not too much of sports, but again, my heart is in advocacy and sexual health and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about like many different things. Like I know you guys said you were probably going to touch base on Roe versus Wade.
I was just about to ask you, since you're talking really quick about, politics and whatnot, how do you feel about Roe versus Wade being completely obliterated and, possibly being completely obliterated and people being punished women being punished for having abortions? And more so, how do you feel about the Ohio representative that said having a baby as a result of rape is an opportunity?
For what?
I'm a quoter. Please hold.
Her?
Yeah, it's a her. Of all things, yeah. Say what? Say what?
Say what?
So, an Ohio lawmaker proposing a near total abortion ban was given a hypothetical question. A 13-year-old girl is raped and becomes pregnant as a result. Would the Republicans' bill force the teenager to have her rapist baby? The answer was yes, and the resulting child would be an opportunity. It's a shame that it happens, but there's an opportunity for that woman, no matter how young or old she is, to make a determination of how she's going to help that life be a productive human being.
Man, listen.
So how do you feel about that statement?
She's stupid and she's going to hell. And that's the reason why rape is so underreported. And then that's sometimes a talking point for people who are pro-life. Like, oh, if rape's so underreported, how do we have those numbers? Because, bitch, we know what happens more often than not when we discuss other crimes or other trauma.
Right. Exactly.
So again, she's stupid. There's no opportunity for growth or anything from a sexual assault. So again, she's really
Absolutely none.
stupid. And then everything that has to come along with that, as far as a rape kit, as far as testing, and then routine testing after that. And then on top of that, you have to live with that growing inside
I
of
think
you.
she has zero consideration for the mother and the after effect of any sort of sexual assault, let alone having to give birth to the product of a rape and how that would affect the mother long term. And not only that, but the upbringing of the child with that mother. You know,
Exactly, because
some,
he's stupid. Because she's stupid. She's a
yeah,
she's stupid.
she's not
And
caring at all about
You're
the
being
mother's.
so nice right
Yeah.
now with your
No,
choice
she's
of
stupid.
words.
Because the truth of the
she's
matter, she's
dumb.
not giving a damn about the mother's mental health or well-being and how long it may take her to really
Or no
recover.
shade, like whether you like it, like there's no situation that excuse a rapist. Like rape happens because of rapists. So again, but imagine, like, okay, there's a lot of like she was given a hypothetical situation, nuances, everything. So let's say the nuance was that girl wasn't, in the proper position in life, and she was actually around this rapist. What if this was a case of incest? Like, why would you allow this person to have to go through such a decision that she wasn't even able to make on both sides, between the assault
Thank
and
you.
and the
Yes.
pres and the pregnancy. And a lot of
Mhm.
pro-life people also say, oh, well, it's not really the woman's body because they don't have two arms, two legs, and all that, and that's why life begins at conception. Well, bitch, if it begins at conception without the sperm coming into the uterus and fertilizing eggs, that can't happen. So we're going to stop it
Right.
at conception. Then we need to, like, okay, we had a mask mandate, and this is no shade because COVID is real. We need to have like a condom mandate, like no shade
Something
over
has
there,
to give.
no
Why
shade.
does it
And
have
why
to be right away restricting the woman? Right.
exactly? Not only restricting the woman, but one thing I will say, I'm glad you even said it, like this was a drafted opinion. So the fact that the drafted opinion is already being written back in from February, this was something that was planning to happen because the Republicans have, majority in the Supreme Court. And even some Fox News pundits were saying, oh, Ketanji Brown Jackson, the first black woman to sit on the Supreme Court ever.
Mhm.
Um, they said, oh, she probably had something to do with the leak. Bitch, she ain't even sitting yet.
She isn't. She
You know what I'm
isn't.
saying? Like, so what do you
Mhm.
mean? And this
But
and this
right
happened.
away, blame it on the black girl.
Right. So how I feel about that is it's unfortunate. It's stupid. It sets us back so many years. Next, they're gonna come for integration of school, interracial marriage, LGBTQ rights,
Mhm.
Asian hate
I feel
bills.
like it's
And,
just starting, it's setting a precedence to set us back in time. I think that's what's
right.
happening,
And the
That's
and
just
it's
bar
really
the bar
sad.
ignorance.
the bar has been so lowered. What can happen, of course, it's like, oh, it'll come back to bite us in the long run. Joe Biden not only needs to remove the filibuster that, protects, what can be so detrimental, and then the vice president will make the breaking vote or the
Right.
deciding vote, whether it's Supreme Court or the Senate and Congress.
Otherwise. Mhm.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, no, people really need to pay attention and really rally, and we need President Biden to have a stance and stand on that stance. And one of those things that is an option, one of his top options, is removing the filibuster, because if we give it up to
Right.
states, out of 50, probably 27 will ban abortions, and then out of the
Right.
rest, there will be very restrictive abortion laws, and then out of that very few, you would have to travel. And if you can't provide a life for a child, how well if you can't provide a life for an unfortunate circumstance, how can you provide, a transportation to all these other states?
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
it's
It
going to
just
be
starts
Florida.
a
Let's
snowball
say
effect, quite
let's say
frankly.
like exactly. So let's say you're in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas. Bitch, probably even Virginia. Bitch, you blocked off. You got to travel to New York, to New Jersey, to
Right. You got to
Cali.
go through 4 states just to get somewhere.
Exactly. So
Right.
again, President Joe Biden needs to have a stance. He needs to stand on it, and if need be, he needs to use executive power. And not only does he need to do that for the filibuster, he also needs to do that for the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act, which will ban no-knock warrants, as well as
Right.
chokeholds, as well as end qualified immunity. And he also needs to do that for the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, so that voting rights will remain, not only for those that have benefited off of this voting machine, but also ensuring that voters in rural areas, voters that are minorities,
The
and
truth
or
is, he needs
others.
to do something, sis. He needs to do
Absolutely,
something. Because I
absolutely,
feel
and
like he
those.
hasn't really done anything. I feel like he's kind of, I don't know what he's waiting for to make a move, but we had Mr. Trump up there making all types of moves. He didn't give a damn, so I need that same type of energy for him to make the things that he promised us
And he
to
didn't give a
happen.
and he didn't give a damn for his base. It's unfortunate they're a bunch of lunatics and
Hmm.
insurrectionists. But again, Biden needs to make sure his base is heard, his base is
Right,
uplifted, and also
right.
these are the steps that you can take. Oh, it's gonna bite us in the ass. It could get repealed, bitch. We can make something happen now, bitch.
Okay,
We got the
right now.
we
We've
got the
seen it.
majority. We got the majority.
Right. So we're going to go into our music segment. We have 5 songs from all around the nation that we're just
And
going
make
to play
sure.
and
Oh,
put
I'm
you guys.
sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I would say, and make sure y'all stream each and every creative that they're about to play, because hopefully I can make it to go get my grocery pickup. Krista,
Okay.
Monique, y'all are my
Appreciate
girls.
you.
I love
Hell yeah, we
y'all.
love you.
Yes,
I love
thank you
you
so much
too.
for
For
coming
sure.
out tonight. I appreciate you.
Y'all are awesome.
Thank
Have
you.
a good night, Mikey.
All right, so we just going to wrap this up on our last 15 minutes. We have 5 artists that we're going to be highlighting tonight. Armani, 2 times, is our very first artist that we're going to be highlighting with his song, Underdog. If y'all don't know, Armani was at the last Southwest Florida open mic night showing love. So I'm going to return the favor and show love to him. Can you tag Armani 2 time on there? So again, this is going to be Armani 2 times new song, Underdog, from his new album called Business Line. This is more of definitely a South trap song. If y'all love it, go and stream it. It's available on all streaming platforms right now. So here we go. We have Armani 2 time with his song The Underdog. Well, not The Underdog, but Underdog. So here we go. What happened?
I tagged him.
All right. Here we go. We're going to play this for y'all. And I hope you guys love it. It definitely is a different vibe. Let me know what you think. Comment on my Instagram, comment on Facebook, wherever you're at. If you're on my Instagram, make sure you go on over to Facebook so you can actually see the video. If not, you can just tune into the music.
I feel like hate me and they love me like I've been an underdog. I really just be chilling with it free like yeah. Beat on.
Gave a hold of groupie test and took away the box of weed. You ain't heard the rundown and ain't no nigga mocking me. No, I ain't the underdog, bitch, I'm standing over y'all. Used to hurt that corner every night, I'm waiting for a car. Growing up, my OG told me niggas need to play it smart. Then he caught a body, poked him cause he tried to play it hard. Way before my time, been a slime, ain't no stopping me. How you slime a slime, it's a crime, ain't no wrapping me. I roll with the penguins and they happy hopping out on feet. On the road to riches and I show my niggas how to eat. Dick up in her stomach when she hungry cause she like to eat. Don't you say you love me but you creeping really for the streets. Gotta cross that road, what you mean? You jumped out the post. Put him in position that he snaking, that's just how it go. See my partner shake a nigga hand, cross a nigga eye. Hit him in his pockets, let them hurt and going through a trap.
Come on, G. Tighten up, G.
That was Armani 2 time with his song Underdog. Make sure you follow him on IG. He's fully connected at Armani 2 time 4L. Yeah. So make sure you support indie artists. I love indie artists. I literally support indie artists. This is what I do. This is what I've been doing for 7 years. I'm just trying to do it on a different platform. Indie artists are the future of music, and they need to be supported before they blow up. It's not about how much money they can make you. It's about how much you can support them to get them to make it to where they need to be. So, again, that was Armani 2 time with his song Underdog. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The next song is going to be a little bit different. It's from a guy named Zilla. He's out of Williamsport, PA, and he actually has been out for about 6 months, he told me.
Okay.
So this is a new project. He said he only has the Instagram right now, so be sure to follow him on IG. And he doesn't have much going on because, like I said, he's fresh out. And he said he made this music to inspire people to basically, be true to themselves. And I hope you guys really love it. When I heard it, I was like, this is something that people need to hear. And I hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Again, this is Zilla. You can follow him on IG at IamZilla_NG. And this is his song, For My People. He just released it. So be sure to follow him and download and stream his song. Here we go, For My People by Zilla.
D-Mac on the fucking track. Yeah. D-Mac on the fucking track. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta talk it a certain way, you feel me? Cause I gotta reach certain people, you feel me? Yeah. Yeah. Let me talk. How you want play it? How you want play it? How you play? We could go wherever with this shit, like what you saying. I got niggas with me, they ain't playing. Me either though. I go to the line, you acting foul, them bullets free to throw. We caught some wreck, but stop asking, cause you don't need to know. Cause niggas talk too much, tell on you for a couple months. I just seen banks tell about 300. Yeah, he done started something. I forgot the nigga existed, still stay the farthest from him. I'm hearing chatter, it don't matter, can't find nothing on me. Oh, you just mad that I'm succeeding, getting all this money. All this money, nigga. Yeah. Like I'm really trying to put on, you trying to do me wrong. And all I ever been was real, at certain lines you cross. Cross that line. You might got die about that shit now. Or you was dissing for your gang, well you gon' die about your click now. I'm on the rise, I can't sit down. They said he rap, but then he still trap. They don't know the half. I get 1,000 for a half, 10 in 3 days, you do the math. I seen 100 my first 3 months, got me itching with no rash. I just left, if you don't get that comment up, then you get stabbed, no back. No back. He strapped.
So that was Zilla, y'all.
I don't know, I'm fucking
For My People.
I like
something
it.
different, something new out of Williamsport, PA. And I just like to support people and what they doing. And this man been out for 6 months, and I feel like
you got a nice little flow.
Yeah, it has a nice flow. There's quality to it, and you can tell he's investing into what he does. So we just gonna move it on to the next person. And the next person is going to be the guy who is going to, the artist who's going to be headlining for Southwest Florida Open Mic Night this month on the 18th, which is M-Dubs.
M-Dubs.
That's my guy.
You better bring that ski mask, M-Dubs, and you better pull it down this time.
He is. So give me 1 second. I'm going to, and this is also going to be featuring Psych G. So if you're from Fort Myers, Southwest Florida, you're familiar with Psych G. He's a dope artist. And so this is M-Dubs featuring Psych G, About That Life.
Yeah. Psych G, M-Dubs. The realest. You know how we do, stay low key, ride through the city with the blicky on top. Give a fuck what they talking about. Look, niggas think they badass, but you niggas mad trash. Throw him in the trash can. If he talking shit, then it's bland. He can catch these hands though. I fight him like a man though. Would love to give a sample. He can get hot as Campbell's. Suit, nigga, shit I did not plan for. This evil getting channeled. Get you and your man handled. Watch me go throw a fucking tantrum. See, smoking on that phantom. OG. No, we got the ransom, so please, nigga, keep your hands off. These niggas out here random. We just ball like that one. Come check me, nigga, nan one. Can't get me, got me fanned up. You is weak, that's up. Don't be mad if my niggas next up. None of y'all is a threat, cuz I'ma live my life to the best, cuz until the day I rest up. Till then, I'm just blessed up. You know, see it in my eyes. I'ma get from God, and there is no surprise. Baby, look, ooh, let's just catch a vibe. And if your nigga in his feelings, let him cry. I'm just about that
So that was, yeah. So that was M-Dubs featuring Psych G, Bout That Life. So make sure you follow them. I forgot to put the little thing at the bottom. I'm sorry, y'all. So I'm going to be honest. The next song I'm a big fan of. I love this guy. His name is Angel Dubs. He is from the Bronx, y'all. And this is going to be my first ever reggae song or Caribbean song that I'm actually going to be highlighting. So I'm excited about this, and straight from my hometown, the Bronx. I mean, there's no better than that. So his name is Angel Dubs, and that's D-U-P-S. His song is called Touch Melody. Touch Melody, y'all.
Wow.
Hold on, what is it? Oh, no. 1 second. Matter of fact, we'll go to Javion right now. This is for you. This is an R&B singer who hit me up. I don't even know how we became friends on Facebook, but he hit me up and he shot me his, he shot his shot and sent me his link. And this is called This Is For You. Now, this is not every day nowadays that you come across an authentic R&B singer. When you hear this, if you about 30 and up, or even under, let's just say, over 22, this is the type of R&B that you really gonna dig.
Compared to 22-year-olds.
Listen here, you don't know. Here we go. So this is Javion, y'all. He is from Daytona Beach, Florida. This is not his only song. He has more music. Be sure to follow him. And here we go.
Every day envisioning how you and I could be. It's so effortless to display how much you really mean to me. When I see your face, something simple like your smile, it drives me wild. Just name the time and the place. Baby, come to me, yours truly. Let's chill and let's settle down. You're my ribbon in the sky. I believe I can fly. I'm all cried out, even when a man is supposed to cry. Coming from where I'm from, ready or not, you're all my life. I put this song together for the two of us. I'm trying to let you know I think that you're the one. I dedicate this song to you because you're crazy, sexy, cool. This is my confession, girl, I'm all caught up. You got me feeling for your ghetto love. You're my own.
So that was Javion, y'all, with his song, This Is For You. He is an authentic R&B singer. I hope you guys liked it. And last but not least, we're going to do Angel Dubs with his
little island.
Yeah, we're going to take it to the islands, y'all. And I think y'all really going to love this. So without further ado, this is Angel Dubs with his song Touch Melody, which is a Caribbean song. And he is from the Bronx, New York. Make sure you follow him on IG at teamdubs. I think it's team. Oh, shoot, guys. Y'all done caught me. For once, y'all never get this wrong. Cricket, pretty much. No, you did it.
Hey, look, it ain't me this time, yo.
It's actually his IG. You did that. It's team_DUPS. Again, this is Angel Dupes with his song Touch Melody, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Na 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 na. And girl, you do something to me. What does that flow in harmony? And when you open up to me, it's like we making a melody. You do something to me. What does that flow in harmony?
And when you open up to me, it's like we making a melody. Rip off your panty and fling it one side. Say you want a rude boy for fuck you all night, Grammy. Bend your over and catch you one side. That's a rev, my be a gas stand vibe. Send it up in you, girl, it's all I want. I want to give you some rascal fuck. I want to catch up on the ground until your knees scrape up. But that's a mash up the place up on your ear one do. Up in your soul, you just a baba cause you feel the beating. Not gonna lie, you make me stand firm. I love it when you back it up and make your head turn. But that's a dump up the pussy, me not concern. Oh gosh, you hold me. Every time I leave you with me, say you're lonely. She leave me in your soul is what you told me. She tell me stop it up.
Y'all ever remember watching
Yeah,
BET Uncut? Like when you was a kid, sneaking to watch that.
Yo, that was Angel Dupes. We're going to be coming back to you next week, same
Thursday.
time, same place, Thursday at 7 p.m., bringing you more indie artists. Next week, we got La Morena.
Oh.
We have Shorty Doo-Wop.
Oh.
And we're going to be highlighting music from RNS Yayo. I believe it is YN. Haas, YNW Haas. We're also going to be Chase Rhymes and Big Rick. So we already have a full roster for next week. But if you want to get on any additional shows, your music highlighted, make sure you reach out to us at theconnectpc@gmail.com, or you can go on to the Connect ENT. Follow us at GoTechCat or Crystal the Connect. Be sure to link up and connect with Poets Realm every Monday night at CB2.
Yep.
Live Review Tuesdays on Facebook with Pizzo Bambi.
Yep.
And this weekend we have a special event at Nini's house, Drop the Mic, Saturday the 7th at 8 p.m. Free entry, 18 to party, 21 to drink, and that is going to be a vibe. Thank you all for coming through.
Shout out to Made by Spiff. Show your shut off.
Oh, Spiff. Shout out to Spiff.
See, I'm a good co-host. Yeah.
Spiff really came through. I bought a hat off for her at the Freak Show and this shirt, and I just love everything that she do. So make sure you support indie artists of all kinds and people on the come up and entrepreneurs. Connect with them. I am only rocking local brands from nowadays. So
yeah,
everybody have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy the Cinco de Mayo.
It's time to turn up.
And now we're